Thank you very much. As we have already heard today, artificial intelligence is about to infiltrate many aspects of people's daily lives, which has also triggered a fundamental discussion on the role technology should play in our society and the ethical considerations that need to be taken into account when they increasingly impact the lives of citizens. In the legal services and justice environment, legal tech startups have emerged throughout Europe and have brought a range of tools on the market promising to facilitate legal practitioners with legal analysis, reduction of repetitive and time-consuming tasks, speeding up judicial processes, or even assisting judges in decision-making. Likewise, AI tools for policing purposes have emerged and started to play an important role in criminal justice systems. The use of such technologies we have heard today raises many questions and constitutes a real challenge for both judicial institutions and lawyers. Over the last years, the CCB has therefore become increasingly involved in the general discussion occurring at the European level on the ethical and legal implication of the use of AI. In my short intervention, I was intended to briefly set out some of the main actions undertaken by the CCB in this field, in addition to the guide which was presented today by Peter. I will not insist. I know that you're tired. I will refer very briefly to some of them, but I really believe that we, the CCB, we deserve to be proud of our commitment in this discussion from the very beginning. Very shortly, because it's always good to know. In 2018, the CCB became a member of the European Artificial Intelligence Alliance, and through it, had the opportunity to provide its comments on the first draft of the ethics guidelines for trustworthy AI, which the independent high-level expert group on AI set up by the European Commission published 2019. Although non-binding, you all know, I think, that those guidelines provide 7 key requirements and set a framework, the first framework for compliance with fundamental rights. In 2018, the CCB also organized in Lille a large-scale conference on artificial intelligence and human justice. The conference's main objective was to discuss the impact of AI on justice. I remember some people here, there also, and reflect on how the lawyers community can actively engage and guarantee that justice will not be dehumanized in the course of the digitalization and automation of the processes in the legal services and justice systems. The CCB also contributed to the formulation of the European Ethical Charter on the use of artificial intelligence in judicial systems and their environment, adopted in December 2018 by the European Commission for the Efficiency of Justice, CEPEJ. Within the Council of Europe, the CCB became an observer at the Ad Hoc Committee on AI, which conducted a feasibility study in 2020 and examined the reasons why it is necessary today to have an adequate legal framework to protect human rights, democracy, and the rule of law in light of the new challenges posed by AI systems. In 2021, this committee began a reflection on the main elements of such a framework and launched a multi-stakeholder consultation in which the CCB participated. The committee terminated its mandate with a presentation of possible elements of a legal framework on artificial intelligence based on the Council of Europe's standards on human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. This year, 2022, the new Committee on Artificial Intelligence of the Council of Europe takes over the work of on the development of this legal framework. The CCB will take part in it. The CCB also published its own consideration on the legal aspects on artificial intelligence on 2020, very important document, I believe, with a number of considerations about the various legal aspects arising out of the use of AI in areas which most directly concern the legal profession, such as human rights issues, the use of AI by courts, the use of AI in criminal justice systems, liability issues, and the impact of AI on legal practice. As far as the recent EU policy initiatives are concerned, the CCB responded in June 2020 to the consultation of the European Commission's white paper on AI, and following the publication of the proposal for a regulation laying down harmonized rules on artificial intelligence, the so-called AI Act, the CCB adopted a detailed position paper in April 21, highlighting some important issues that need to be taken into account when AI tools are used in the field of justice. Iliana Kosti, one of our experts, member of the CCB IT Law Committee, in a few minutes will present you in detail our position. All those activities I already mentioned demonstrate that the CCB continues to be at the forefront when it comes to the impact of new technologies on the legal profession and on the justice system. The title of this panel asks the question, can AI deliver justice? I believe to arrive to the right question, we have to replace the word can with the word should. Should AI deliver justice? This is the question. If deliver justice means the judge's decision-making power, the answer is no, without any reserves. For our democratic world, at least, because there are other places in the world where the answer is already yes. Probably you know that in China, in December 2019, it was announced that millions of legal cases were being decided by internet courts that do not require citizens to appear in court with non-human judges, powered by artificial intelligence, allowing participants to register their cases online and resolve their matters via a digital court hearing. This China's first internet court was established in the eastern city of Hangzhou in 2017, and in 2019 was reported that users completed more than 3.1 million legal activities, legal cases, using this court system. We are not there. Coming back to our societies, yes, we are not talking about replace judges with robots, but of course there are other possible uses of an assisting, this is the word we use, of an assisting character of AI by courts and in criminal justice systems, which are also of high risk, of course, with many ethical, legal, and technical issues. Therefore, any deployment of such tools should be preceded by in-depth evaluation and impact assessments with the involvement of all relevant actors and stakeholders and be strictly regulated. And of course, in any case, with the right to a human judge, which should be guaranteed at any stage of these proceedings. According to the above, in the list of the do's of this, the title of this panel, the CCB puts on top the words control, consultation, participation, collaboration, discussion. This is what we are doing constantly from the very beginning, even before Lille, from 2016 in Paris, until here today. Regarding the list of the don'ts, the CCB, during this course, from the very beginning, puts on top the temptation to sacrifice our human-centric justice, our fundamental principles that govern the judicial process and guarantee a fair trial for efficiency, for more efficiency and cost savings. This is our first don't. Don't succumb to this temptation. I look forward to the discussion in this panel on the question to what extent the AI can or should deliver justice, as well to complete the list of the do's and the don'ts. Thank you for your time.